Hey guys, and welcome to part 3 of the twisted bottle. So we've got our bottom part and we've got our top part all filleted and ready to be assembled. So what we can now do is go new, and instead of going part this time we want assembly. So we'll click on assembly, and as we've still got those files open, then we can therefore just drop our components in straight away and they should pop up here. So what we want is, I want the bottom. If we go ahead and take the bottom, so within assemblies you can assemble different parts and put them all together, all different components, and make a finished product, etc. So as we can see here in our feature tree, it's slightly different. We'll have all of our parts pop up instead of features, but we can click the right tab arrow and have all of our features here. We can also, if we click on our product or component and go edit component up in the top, and if we just save the assembly a second, so twisted bottle, and we can go ahead and edit these components whilst they're in assembly to fit the other components if they aren't correct. So we can go ahead and sketch, new, features, etc. But we won't edit the component for now. We'll exit that. And as you can see here, we've got an F in brackets next door to the bottom twisted bottle. So that means that it's fixed. So if I try and left click and move the component around, it won't. So if you wanted to, you can right click and float, and that will take the F off and allow you to move the component, but I'll fix it still as it is useful. So we'll go insert components and go and insert the top of the twisted bottle. So we'll just put it anywhere, right click anywhere on the screen, and what we want to do now is, as it's a split component or split part, we can use these planes to mate it easier. So if we go ahead and click mate up in the top left, and then we'll have our feature tree up again. So if we click on the little tab and click on the arrows for the top and the bottom features, we can go ahead and use the front plane. So if we click front plane and front plane, it will automatically align the front planes together. So we can click the tick and we can go ahead and go top plane and top plane, and that will automatically align those together too. And then we can go right plane and right plane, and as you'll see, it will hover over straight off, and you have mated your components together. The key thing in mates is you want to, if the components need to be fixed, you need to use 3 axes or 3 different mates to make it fixed in that position. Whereas if you wanted it to spin or turn, I can go ahead and delete the right plane, and this will allow it to turn. So I'll just show you that now. So I'll go into mates and delete that mate there, and I'll just show you. It should allow me, at least, so it'll allow me to move it off, but all depending on the component itself, you can alter how the component moves. So if you had a wheel, you can make that spin, and if you had a thread, you can make a nut and a bolt unscrew, and it can go on. So we've gone ahead and mated our twisted bottle. What we can now do is add appearances. So if we go over to the appearances scenes and go over to plastics or glass, you can also use glass as well, but I'll just show you the plastic section. So we've got clear plastics here. We can use acrylic or translucent plastic. So same again, drag it over onto your part and you can select whether or not you want it on the split or the body itself or the overall component, but I will go split. And what we'll then do is we'll change this here, so we can go down into the miscellaneous, I believe, or the organic, sorry, and we've got orange juice, water, so I'll just show you the orange juice as that shows up better, and we'll hover over and we'll want it on the cut, and then we'll also do the fillets as well. I'll choose that face there. So as you can see now, that's coloured, but we've also got a problem with his fillet, and also the top face as well won't be have an appearance on it. So what we can then do is we can go ahead and collapse these on the left feature tree, and we can right click on the twisted bottle and hide it. So we can go hide component, and therefore you can see the top, so you can drag it over onto these faces and colour these, and I'll just go back over the clear plastic a second and use translucent, and I'll go fillet, and then you can right click again and go show, and there you go, you have made that look very appealing already. So we can go ahead and make the top part of the bottle any colour you want, so I'll just go for a blue, drag that over and go onto the whole body, and there you go. So you can mess around with any of the appearances, and I'll teach you later on how to render these. So thank you very much for listening, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.